Howdy do, people. Put me pot and chill 741. Uh, I've already done a bunch of munch tricks today, ate them all, so we won't be doing munch tricks. But it looks like he did find something that he can take up onto my bed and maul and make a mess for me to clean later. So hey, it works out in the end. Tim Pool, one of my news sources, was swatted 3 times in one night for a total of 6 times total of being swatted, probably because of the guest that he has on. People just don't like the guest, so they do the worst thing they can do, which is a swatting, which puts the police and the people who are being swatted in danger. And when I mean danger, it could lead to even death. Um, seeing as if, Tim and his friends are armed and the cops are armed, and these people who call the SWATs are just causing problems that shouldn't be, caused. But that's how these cowards and fucktards react. It's all they know how to do. They're beta people who make beta decisions to try to take other people out. Anyway, it's a serious crime, and the cops are narrowing in on the people who are doing it. And it's like a group in California, and they have an actual automated system set up to SWAT people. That's not fucked up. I don't know what is. But to me, these swatters are the most ignorant betas and the most cowardly wimps on the planet that are probably also have mental deficits and probably are ugly and have other physical deficits that keep them socially separated from the rest of society. My first thought was it was a beta, cowardly wimp, socially stunted, can't think for themselves, ignorant as fuck, with a micro penis or other physical defect. These people are the scum of the earth, so it could be any Democrat, really, who, even though I think it's probably a male, because mostly women, are a bit smarter than, men, but then there's, Pelosi and Kamala, which shoot that out of the water. Then if you happen to like my video, make the like button your bitch and just beat the shit out of that thing. If you don't like it, don't worry about it. Let's continue on. With the propaganda going around in my digging, some of the pictures being used in the propaganda push, the guns, aren't even real. These are problems that are not going to go away by themselves. The propaganda is going to be there no matter what, and you can't fight a war with an airsoft gun. So if you're going to make these propaganda pictures, you might want to at least make sure that the guns are real, or at least look real, so that your propaganda has a lent of reality to it. I don't know. Kherson will be the first city to fall to Russia in the Ukraine. Hopefully this will be the land grab that Putin wanted and / needs, and will stop because it gives him the access that Russia desperately needs for trade and product distribution in the Black Sea. Access to the Black Sea was needed for the trade purpose with other countries around the world. So if that's successfully completed, he just might stop there. However, it might also just be the beginning of a push to take more. I'm not sure. I can't be 100% on what's going on over there. I'm not there. I'm here trying to disseminate information that is being pushed along with a ton of propaganda. So I'm trying to strip the layers off and find the truth, but it's not easy. By the way, Biden states Biden's State of the Union address sounds more like he was drunk or stoned or on Xanax or something, as he flumbled and bumbled his way through it with a couple of long pauses. And fear not, people, our fearless leader is weak. News is moving fast from both sides. Most of it is false. There's a chance that by repeating what the news says, you are repeating fake news or propaganda. But that's always been known. Let's take a minute and take a hit. Along with the propaganda, there's scuttlebutt that Russian plane violates Swedish airspace, and a Russian plane supposedly also flies over Japan. And Japan goes on alert. If true, it would seem that Putin may be spreading Russia a little bit too thin. Russia may be massive, but much of it is unoccupied. They don't have the population that, say, China has. There may not be enough of the troops to go around to do what Putin wants to do. Not China. If they decided to roll in heavy on Taiwan, it'd end quick. Klaus Schwab wrote a book and published it July 9th, 2020, like 5-6 months, maybe even less after the pandemic started. The name of his book, COVID-19, The Great Reset. How did he get written and published so quick? It was almost like he knew about it and was able to write about it beforehand and then publish early. But how would he know about it? Very interesting. He also was the fuckstick that said that by 2030 you would own nothing and be happy. That's because him and the other rich people would own everything and they would be happy. Fuck him and his cronies. He and his cronies also say that you should never waste a tragedy like COVID. I can't remember who told me about the worry box, but it works like this. In everybody's head, there's a worry box to hold all our worries. Some worries are bigger than others, and the box can only hold so much. So sometimes a few things are pushed aside if a bigger worry is put in the worry box. But when the big worry is resolved and no longer a worry, the smaller worries that were always there re-enter the box to be worried about once the big worry is taken out. Well, the news is kind of like that. The war may be on in the news and that's all that's being talked about, but that does not mean that the other bad things that were going on just stopped. It didn't. It's still going on. The COVID BS, empty shelves, social civil war, riots, rising prices, shootings, rising gas prices, and other things are still going strong. Don't forget that, folks. Just because the Russia-Ukraine conflict is the big worry right now, these other worries have not gone away. They're still there. There are now monetary sanctions being taken against China as 4 large companies backed away from China. Now penalties are hitting anyone that helps Russia in the war in any way. So now it's Russia and China against the rest, apparently. If you ask them, they will say it is us against the evil, meaning us. And if you ask us, we say it's the good, the United States, against the evil, Russia and China. We need to remember that these are other human beings, and they are probably have similar wishes of simply raising a family and growing old. Most of them are not monsters. Mostly, anyway. Most of these people just want to live a free, happy life. Besides the physical and social wars, we are in an inflation war in the United States. Oil, energy problems increase directly in step with all the stupid shit the Biden-Harris administration have done. Hold on, let's take a hit. Biden and the Dems are so stupid, they're saying buy electric cars so you don't have to buy gas. Somehow forgetting that the majority of energy used to charge the electric cars comes from fossil fuels. Fucking morons are fucking screwing America over. With getting cut off from Russian oil, gas maybe get as high as $7 a gallon, maybe more. With the gas spike, everything under gas, fuel, energy, which is everything, will go up in the inflation spike. Food, everything. This can be fixed if we started producing oil fuel again in the places Biden fucked up and shut down. Once we can ramp up production and get to be energy independent more and put more energy towards bringing back business and production, which will complete us since we already have a decent foothold on research and development. Until Biden stops fucking over the US by making very stupid decisions, this won't stop. It will only get worse. And it is getting worse because the Biden-Harris administration with the Dems have their head up their ass and continually make bad decisions and blame the fuck-ups that ensue on the Republican right and or Russia. And Republicans don't do anything. Dems make bad decisions, Republicans make no decisions. They just don't do anything. It's fucking stupid. Republicans are never taking responsibility for their bad decisions and fuck-ups they've made. Dems made a giant shit sandwich for everyone to take a bite out of, and I mean everyone's gonna have to take a bite, and there's just no two ways around it. They fucked us. They made a giant shit sandwich. We're all gonna have to eat it. There are a lot of people, mostly from the left, saying that the high prices at the pump and stores need to be tolerated. May even be a good thing if it puts the screws to Putin and gives us a clean conscience. Then it's good for us, even though we won't be able to afford gas. Why and how is it that the victim, virtue signaling, social justice warrior groups are gaining traction the way they have been? There can't really be that many whiny, snivelly, baited bitches out there, right? But then I look at the numbers and I do the math, and 750,000 to 1 million people is around 0.5% or 0.5% of the population. A very small amount. Still, though, a lot of stupid people. And these stupid people are the ones that push a lot of what decisions get made. I don't know why, but the small amount are making some of the bigger decisions. Holy shit, the powers that be have sent Kamala to handle the Poland-Ukraine/Russia conflict. I guess she was chosen based on her work on the US-Mexico border, which was nothing. She didn't even visit the actual border. She just visited a city that was close to the border. And as far as I know, she didn't do anything down there. But they think, the powers that be think she did a great job, so they are sending a disliked politician there, on top of the fact that she is completely unqualified for her position and absolutely unqualified for this task. Biden sending Kamala is Biden more or less saying, we are weak and stupid. You can probably do anything you want, and we won't do anything. In other words, Biden fucks the people yet again. The wealthy, rich, elite oligarch with those means are saying it a $15 a gallon of gas is good. A clean conscience is good. It's worth the money. And because they drive Teslas. Even though those morons do not grasp, because they're stupid, that to charge a Tesla, you must use fossil fuels. Fossil fuels still provide 80% of the energy used in the United States. There is a car charge port. This is a meme, by the way, but it's funny, but it's true. There's a car charge port to charge electric vehicles, and directly connected to the port is a diesel generator. So a diesel generator is charging the carport, which is charging the car. And that's exactly what's happening. People don't get it. and then with Biden saying we're not going to use less oil, we're just not going to produce oil, we're going to buy oil from other people, that makes us green. Huh? How in the fuck do you figure? That does not make us green. You'd have to use less oil, but you're not doing that. We're using actually more oil, but we're buying it from other people. But because we buy it from other people, we're green. That's your thinking? Oh, you fucking retards. We are fucked. Alright. This has been a quickie. Peace. I love you fuckers. I'm going to try to stay up on the news. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and share it. If not, don't worry about it. You can't love everybody. Let's try to hate. Let's try not to hate. Sorry. And stay high, bitches.